Weekend game plan here on TSN 690. Matthew Ross, Dave Trenton Dewey. We're here until 9 a.m. Play It Again Radio with Mitch Gallo at the top of that 9 o'clock hour. It is double game day. We have two NFL games for you beginning at 4 o'clock today. Raiders, Bengals, Patriots, and Bills after that. Let's get to Mark.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Sports at suburban.com to reach Mark. All right, Mark, we start with a bit of sad news here on the football side.
Yeah, when you lose a cornerstone person like this, because on January 7th, the Quebec and Canadian football families lost a valued and cherished member with the passing of Bob Moranowitz at the age of 68. This hardworking volunteer was part of the amateur football scene for more than 3 decades, and he served as a coach, executive board member, and most importantly, a mentor to the youth that he was involved with. And many of those players followed their passion for the sport into coaching ranks and executive ranks because of Bob. Now, locally, he coached and was president of Lakeshore Football and Sun Youth Football over his time in the game. And Bob also served on the boards of Football Quebec, where he was president at the time of his death, and was a longtime member of the Football Canada board. It was also his involvement that helped to grow the game here in Quebec. And it took a lot of people to trigger the growth of football in Quebec, but Bob played a leadership role during that phase of growth. And his commitment to the game was right there through his final days at Football Canada's semi-annual meeting by Zoom held in December. He attended the event by phone from his hospital bed so he could put his two bits in. Now, Football Canada President Jim Mullins hit exactly what Bob's participation in football was, because he said that whatever the game gave to him, Bob gave back 100-fold. So condolences to the family and to football here in the province. Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, really, really sad stuff there. Elsewhere, onto the ice.
Yeah, and with the collegiate hockey season more than half over, voting for the Hobey Baker Memorial Award has opened with 77 players nominated for the award. And that trophy is given to the top NCAA player in the country. And among the nominees is a pair of former Lac St. Louis Lions, both goalies and both natives of Dollard. Devin Levy of the Northeastern Huskies and Yaniv Peretz of the Quinnipiac University Bobcats seasons have earned them their spots on that list. Now, Levy has racked up 8 shutouts in 21 games, establishing a new school record. And Devin got to 3 shutouts in 19 fewer games than Northeastern alum by the name of Caden Primo. Now, his record is 15 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie at this point. His goals against average is 1.38, and he's got a .953 save percentage. There's also been murmurs that Levy could be part of the be invited to the Team Canada for the Olympics in the upcoming weeks. Now, Peretz has had 6 shutouts in 12 games. Oddly, one of those was against Levi's Huskies, and his save percentage is 9.47, and his goals against average is a minuscule .87.
Wow.
So really, 2 from the same organization on the Hobey Baker list.
Wow. Amazing stuff there. All right, on to LaSalle.
Well, 17-year-old Jaden Weeks has been named Male Junior Player of the Year by Tennis Canada at the end of his season on the junior circuit. And he's out of LaSalle, and he had a very successful season. He posted a record of 23 wins and 11 losses, and that included an impressive 20-4 record on hard courts, and won 2 Grade 3 titles this year in Canada, in Repentigny and Quebec City, and in Israel at the Ramat HaSharon tournament. Now, his performances also gave him a tremendous boost in the rankings on the junior level, moving from 593 all the way up to number 81, cracking the top 100. So another Quebec tennis player to watch for the future.
All right, and finally, through the Suburban, Mark's work with the Suburban, he interviewed Anthony Calvillo recently. Give me something from that interview, Mark.
Well, it's what Anthony is bringing back to the game as the quarterback coach. He is going to be more patient, he said. He realizes that, the players are not him, they're who they are, and he's going to be working and seeing what he can get out of them, making them better by listening and being more patient. And I think AC was a really great acquirement for the coaching staff, and he's looking forward to training camp.
Wow, very interesting. All right, so sports@thesuburban.com for the email address for Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper. And of course, thesuburban.com. Check out the podcast there of Mark chatting with Anthony Calvillo. Hey, Mark, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Stay warm, gentlemen. We'll catch you next week.
Yeah, not so easy to stay warm, that's for sure. Weekend game plan here on TSN 690. Hour number 2 upcoming, just ahead of Matt Cause. Up next, Joe Yurden, one of the great voices in coverage of the NHL. He'll join us for Habs Breakfast.